Hello friends, we the Amravati Obstetric and Gynecological Society are always there for you on this occasion of Menstrual Hygiene Day, that is 20th May 2020. We have come up with a video regarding awareness tips for menstrual hygiene. Do not hesitate to circulate this video amongst your friends, as dignified menstruation is my right. My periods, my pride. Discuss menstruation openly. Wish you all a happy menstrual hygiene day.
The period extending from the beginning of the menstruation to the beginning of the next one is called menstrual cycle. It usually varies from 21 to 35 days with a mean of 28 days. It is regulated by hypothalamo-pituitary-ovarian axis. Usually the girl has the same menstrual pattern as of her mother, but it takes few years after menarche to attain the normal menstrual pattern.
Two of the biggest physical milestones in a woman's life are menarche, that is the first menstruation in girls, and menopause, when the menstruation stops and the female hormones slow down. These changes are universal and they mark the beginning and the end of a female's reproductive cycle. The median age of menarche in girls is 11 to 13 years and that of menopause in women is 48 to 51 years.
There is a strong correlation between a heavy menstrual loss and low HP, especially in the young girls after puberty and around menopause. Patient may have fatigue, loss of concentration, giddiness, breathlessness, irritability. In such cases, patient should immediately see the doctor.
Please wash your private part with mild soap and water during menstruation. Use sanitary pad instead of clothes. After its uses, please dispose in dustbin after wrapping with paper, and change your sanitary pad every 4 hourly or as per your requirement, and please wash your hand every time.
I will talk about dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea is painful menstruation that incapacitates the day-to-day activity. It may be of primary or secondary type. Secondary when the pain is due to any pelvic pathology, and primary when the pain is not due to any pelvic pathology. It generally occurs in the adolescent girl. The pain is of radiating type. It starts in the lower abdomen and it radiates towards the back. This type of pain generally starts with the menstruation and it gets relieved in 2 to 3 days. It may be associated with nausea, vomiting, dissolution, and sometimes syncopical attack in severe cases. Treatment is main reassurance, then prostaglandin synthesis.
The menstrual cycle in women is considered as a parameter of health. It implies a good harmony amongst the various reproductive organs, the HPO axis, and the various hormones. A balanced nutritious diet and daily exercise is important for menstrual health. Thank you.
Hi friends, I am Dr. Poonam Rathi. I am here to guide you about PCOS and menstrual cycle. PCOS, that is Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, it is a multisystem disorder which manifests in the form of obesity, acne, menstrual irregularities, male pattern of hair growth, and in long terms infertility, hypertension, diabetes, etc. It is increasing day by day due to sedentary lifestyle and changes in food habit. The basic causes of PCOS are defective insulin function, faulty lifestyle, and hormonal imbalance. Its treatment, it includes synergistic combination of exercise, diet, along with medications as prescribed by your gynecologist. Even the 5% reduction in the weight can significantly help to reduce the symptoms related to menstrual irregularities which are caused due to PCOS. Thank you.
And coming to the biomedical waste generated from menstrual hygiene, whatever products we are using, whether it be sanitary napkin, menstrual cups or tampons, they have to be wrapped up in a paper, put a red dot on it, and then dispose of it in a properly covered dustbin or incinerate it. So, in this way, the biomedical waste generated from menstrual hygiene, it won't serve as a burden for a cleanliness worker as well as an environment.
There are some myths regarding menstrual cycle. First is you cannot do exercise and daily work. Actually, if you feel healthy, then you can definitely do exercise and daily work. Then second myth is you cannot go to place of worship. Actually, it's all related to cleanliness and hygiene. You just think Almighty God has made us women and given the divine responsibility to become a mother to give birth. Will the Almighty God prevent us from worshipping? Just think over it. Then third myth is if you take a hair bath, you become pure. Actually, during menstrual days, our skin and hair become oily. So if we take bath daily and hair bath twice a week, it will help us to keep clean. Our skin and hair becomes clean. Then fourth myth is you cannot cook food and do daily work. Actually, women in ancient days during this period were given rest. But can a modern woman refrain from doing daily activity? It's actually working woman has to be on her toes to do her daily work. All these are false beliefs and we should not follow this, and we should make aware our society.
Menstrual cup is an alternative to sanitary pad used to maintain menstrual hygiene during periods. It is safe, eco-friendly, and there is no fear of leakage or staining. It is to be used for 4 to 12 hours as per need, and then it is to be removed empty.
So girls, you have got precise information regarding menstrual cycle and hygiene. All young girls, due to their studies, have no time for exercise. But exercise is important to keep you healthy and stress-free. Exercise will keep your BMI low. Participants for participating in virtual menstrual program. Thanks our audience. Women are strong. You think womanhood is easy? Oh dear, stop, wait. You bleed for a day or few, then you will come across importance of woman. Menstruation is a boon, not the curse.